Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. We are back with another What Sold on eBay video. Crazy day of sales. We sold some pots for over $100. We have some perfume going out. We have a motor to like a little RC airplane. We have quite a bit of stuff. Definitely a quantity of 11 sales going out, which isn't really that crazy. Kind of probably on the lower end, if anything, a little bit below average. But with that said, dollar amount wise, a lot of the big boys went out today, so that's awesome. Let's get into it and go over what sold. My name's Cam, Flashback Finds the channel. I do sell on eBay part-time, a full-time job. This is how we make some extra money. Hopefully you can incorporate some of these things into your business to make a few bucks as well. Let's get into it. We're starting off with some perfume. I want to show you guys the case, because if you see this, it's just like a velvety case with a little strap here. It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't have a name or a brand on it, but when you open it up, it's Victoria's Secret. They were little perfumes, so it might be a little unassuming when you first see it. This little perfume right here, it's like a quarter ounce or whatever, I think, maybe. I don't know, but it's 0.25, I think. This one sold for $28 shipped. I forgot which one it is, but there were obviously 8 in here, but I think one was missing, so 7. These ones on the left were like the Dream Angel ones or whatever. Those ones sold for like 35 to 50 bucks each. So on small little perfumes, some money to be made. They were all new, which was good, but if you ever see that case, open it up, see what's in there. Might be some money, so definitely surprised me. Some Brady mobile printer. There's like a toner set and I think a cartridge roll of paper. There's 2 of them here. They sold for like 85 shipped or something like that. I think I spent 5 or 10 bucks on them at a garage sale. Didn't know what they were, but looked up the brand, had a model number. Before you know it, I'm finding some good comps, and I lotted mine together, and they did pretty well. The highest dollar amount sale is this Townhouse West Bend. Made in USA. It's like a greenish color. Hopefully, I'm colorblind practically, so you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but it's a pan set. I'm going to show the picture of it all up here. Most of these I got for like $8 to $12 each. I got them at a thrift store. I think we're probably in it for about 50 bucks. They ended up selling on a best offer of $165. I also listed them individually as well to see if any would sell, but I have to go and cancel those listings because the whole set sold first. My theory was if someone bought just one, I would sell it that way. Whatever sold quickest, end up lotting them together, and that was the best way. Went out for $165 shipped. We'll probably end up walking away with more than double our money. I bought them because it was a nice set. I was hoping to get more like 180, but they've been up for a little while, and now I'm just happy to see them go. They are shipping out to Vermont, so pretty far, but I think by the time we bubble wrap them and get them boxed up nice, we'll probably be in these for $20 to $30 shipped, and we'll still make some good money, so can't complain. Another big item that went out, or at least a good dollar amount, is the Game Boy Advance SP. It still has a Mario sticker on here. You can get these off. I just didn't want to spend the time. Comes with a charger, though. It does work. This one sold for $95 shipped, something like that. Game Boy Advance SPs have done really well lately. A lot of the handheld systems, 3DSs, stuff like that, they've been going for crazy money. At least an appreciation of price since the past couple years, it seems like, from my perspective. So I'm happy about that. 95 shipped on that one. 2, the Miz action figures, little WWE guys here. Just a lot of them together. They sold for 20 bucks shipped. They're from the big WWE buy, so they'll go out. For my action figures, if they're not too desirable or not too valuable, I'll just take some bubble wrap them up, protect them, put them in a bubble mailer, and they'll go out first class. Haven't had any complaints so far, so that's good. If I have a more expensive one that's, $40, I'll probably put him in a little box. Here's some Sunbeam replacement little beater. They go like a little beater attachments or whatever. They're mixer attachments. I don't know. There's 2 different ones in here. I got the mixer for 10 bucks, I think. It came with some bowls, the mixer, and these little parts, and a couple other parts that weren't even to that unit. Didn't seem like there was a ton selling as one big set, or at least not valuable enough for me to do it. I parted it out, and these guys sold for $40 shipped just for that set. So pretty good for some little mixer attachments. Can't complain. So another HP page wide ink. This is one of the last 4 we have left. This one sold for $60 shipped. We're in it for 5 bucks. Got it from a little discount store. The Dangerous Game DVD sold for like $8 and some change, but hey, it's money. I'm not worried too much about that. We'll probably make 3 bucks, but it all adds up. This is a Cosmosis CD. This one right here sold for 13 and some change, $13.49, something like that. Again, we'll make a little bit of money on that one. Nothing crazy, but I definitely can't complain. And then here, guys, is the other big one. This is an RC motor for an airplane, I believe. It's an FA65 made in Japan by Sato, if I'm not mistaken. I can't fit. Well, you'll see it on the screen, whatever you see. Here it is right here. I had 4 of these. I actually got them from a friend. We're not really making much money on this one. A friend needed to sell them, was trying to get some money for some other things going on in life, and I basically paid him $500 for 4 motors. There were a couple that were brand new in box. I think those sold for 200 and something, and then I sold 2 smaller ones. This one sold for 140, another one sold for like 135, 140. So we probably made a little bit of profit when it's all said and done, but by the time fees were taken out and everything, it wasn't really as profitable. But I guess if you do see these little RC motors, there is some money there. So that one went for 140. And that's all I think I have for you guys right now. So that'll be it. We'll hopefully get some more sales though to add in, and then we should see Tuesday's sales next. And I'll try to answer a question or two at the end of the video, so look out for that as well. Take care. Hey guys, we're back with the final couple sales from Monday. We'll get into Tuesday's sales next. Had a couple items go out, 5 or so, mostly media. Ghost Hunter Season 4 Part 1 sold for like $16 ship, $15 ship, something like that on sale. Surface, the complete series, never even heard of it, but this sold for like $11 shipped, or 10 something and some change. We sold Lou Reed Sally Can't Dance CD, sold for $9 shipped. That one was on sale as well. An Undertaker figure from the WWE buy, this one sold for 25 bucks, just again bubble wrap, put it in a bubble mailer. And then The Plague by Albert Camus, I don't know. This one sold for like 14 shipped. So 5 more sales going out. Nothing really crazy high dollar, but it all adds up. Obviously, the WWE figure is pretty nice because that one goes out first class. But the cool thing is 4 media items sold. And that's why I like selling media, because not all of them are huge dollar. There are some really good ones out there, don't get me wrong. But these ones add up and we make some extra money for some stuff that, you know, probably would have just been tossed out. So I appreciate that. That's it, guys. We'll get into what sold on Tuesday next. Take care. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. We're back with the second part of this video. This should be Tuesday's sales. A bit of a slower day. It's picked up a little bit here at the end, but nothing really crazy. I don't even know if we hit our goal of 300 yet. Maybe we did, I'm not sure. But either way, a little bit slower. But these are the days that come in with eBay. Sometimes you have, yesterday was like $700 or something like that. It was really crazy. Today dropped off a little bit, but we're still happy. We're still blessed. And the goal is to keep on listening and keep moving forward so we can make some more money. So let's not get discouraged. You guys don't either, because there still are brighter days ahead. And let's go over what sold. X-Files Season 6. This is my last X-Files DVD. We've been selling them a lot. This is the Blu-ray actually, but this one sold for 18 ships, something like that. So if you find X-Files Blu-rays, pick them up. They've done very, very well. Spider's Web, little DVD here, sold for $8.49. Pretty good for a little DVD. An Easton Glove. This is a Black Magic EX126B. This one I got for a couple bucks at a garage sale. It sold for $22.49. It goes in a padded flat rate usually. So on my gloves, if they're not like an A2000 or something like that, if they're not something really crazy, then usually I'm going to pay $5 or less for them, because I know they're going to sell for that 20 to 30 mark usually. This is a little kid's glove. It's a Mizuno. It's a pink one. What's the model? The Prospect series. I don't know what it is. GPP 1105, something like that. It sold for like 13 bucks. So this one I probably have $1 in. This one might go first class though in a bubble mailer because it's a little bit smaller, so we might luck out on that one. A bunch of Aladdin figures. They've been listed for a while. Just a bunch of little figures. I always put cake topper in my listing when I list figures like this, thinking maybe someone looking to make a cake might need them. But that little set came in a big bundle of toys. I think we spent 20 bucks on a whole toy box, and it had some Thomas and some cars, Disney Cars stuff, and all kinds of little toys. And I ended up parting those little guys out for 35 shipped. So pretty good on that one. They've been up for a while, though. I must have listed them too high. I got a bunch of these little Harlem Globetrotters, like little sweatbands and stuff. That little set sold for $9. They're from an online auction. We're only in them for like 20 bucks. I've sold like 2 sets now already for about $20 in total. So we're almost our money back, but we probably have 10 or 20s. They're really cheap, though. They're nothing really crazy. Here's a little Ninja. I don't know if it's a Ninja or if it's a KitchenAid, whatever it is, but a little blender part here. This one sold for 14 bucks and some change. Here is a t-shirt. It kind of looks like the Budweiser logo, but it's actual Buttweiser, I guess, apparently. So it's like a little knockoff, I don't know, like a little theme shirt or whatever. It's single stitch though. It's an older one. It sold for a best offer of 30 bucks. Got it for $1 from an estate sale. Bought a bunch of different vintage shirts from that sale. That one was $1 and we got 30 out of it. Grand Theft Auto Xbox 360. This is the disc one. The install disc sold for like $7 and some change. I do have extra cases, so I just leave them up there empty. I have a little disc holder thing that I'll put all my discs in that are disc only. Once it sells, I'll grab a case, match it to it, and send it out so it has some more protection. Some more books from that recent newer book buy, the Beatles Complete and Song Chord book. This one sold for 16 shipped, so pretty good there. And then Master Theory. It's like 6 books here, like little workbooks and stuff for music. These guys came from the same buy, a lot of them together, and sold them for $30 shipped. So pretty good deal on those. Miles, this is Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain, if I'm not, yeah, that's what it is. Cassette here, this one sold for 14 ship, maybe 13, 14. Yeah, I listed this one, I listed the Bob Marley one, I think, and it sold really quickly as well, so happy about that. We have the Stitches book set. I'll put it up here on the screen. Got this one for free from a friend. This one ended up selling for $51 ship, $50 and some change shipped, but it will go medium mail, and they are heavy. It's like a stack of books like this. They're thick. I'm guessing we're going to spend $17, $18 to ship them out, unless FedEx is more affordable or something like that. I'm not sure, but either way, going to pay up for those ones, but they were free, so it's pretty easy that way. And then we last sold one set. It's actually 2 bags here of Disney sing-along VHS. I won't pick them up because they're just probably can't even see them. They're in a bag, but it's like 26 or 16. I don't know what the total is. So many Disney sing-along VHS. They are all open. I got 2 tubs full of these from the Hirsch buy. I made one lot of as many VHS as I could, and it sold for, I think, 45 shipped. We'll ship them out medium mail, probably for $10, $12, something like that, $8, whatever it ends up being. And I'm going to actually now go back into that VHS buy and make another little set, and then create a bundle and sell it. I couldn't do multi-quantity because condition is different on all the slipcovers, as well as I don't know if I have the same number and the same exact VHS for each one. So we're just going to keep building little VHS sets. Every time one sells, we'll make another one and list it until it goes out. So that's it. Will probably take years before we get through it all, but we'll be making money hopefully that time. That is all that I have for you guys right now. It's still a couple hours left in the day, so I'll let you know if anything else sells. And if not, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, we're not leaving yet. We have a question I want to answer. Someone asked me, I sold some metals recently. I think it was Mary. If I'm not, I'll hopefully put the comment up here. Someone asked about how do you think to, pick up things like that, just random things. And the reason I started picking up just random things, you guys have seen my store, you've seen my sales, there's no real rhyme or reason, is because in my area when I was in Southern California, first starting off reselling after moving from Florida, I was really focused on video games like iPods, things like that. The graphing calculators were still big back then. The problem was everybody and their brother was looking for those things, and they still are today. If you go on the Facebook groups, you will see people asking about video games and stuff like that. Bose, those are the brands that everybody knows about because they are just such good sellers. The market's there. They're easy if you can find them for the right price to make money. The problem is that everybody's looking for those items, so finding a good deal becomes harder because there's too much competition. And the sellers out there are either resellers themselves or they've done enough research where they know there's some money in the games, and it makes it hard to buy. So because of that, I had to find new ways to make money because it wasn't cutting it just searching for video games or what have you. Clothes wasn't really a fun thing for me, so I started picking up and researching any little thing I could find at a garage sale or a thrift store. I would just spend time researching, watching videos, watching people on YouTube who didn't sell the things that I sold. That way, I could learn more from someone who had a different perspective and see if there's an area that I'm missing on. So I watch people that sell paper products. I watch people that sell glassware, different things, and try to build up a good knowledge base. So if you want to learn new things, one, research is key. You can either research by watching other people who sell. Definitely fact check them though. Double check the listing. Don't let them tell you something's worth $300 and you look it up and you don't see that, because sometimes there's been some cases on YouTube, I think, where maybe not all the information were as clear as it should have been. So obviously double check people. And then be willing to spend some money on some education. Don't be afraid to buy a box of something for $1, $2, $5. Take a chance and see what happens. Because I've made got a lot of knowledge based on buying a big bundle of stuff for a cheap price, saying, okay, it's $20, I'll spend 20 and we'll see if we can learn something, whether it's jewelry, whether it's whatever. You can find ways to learn by immersing yourself in that category. And then also, don't be afraid to just think outside the box, because like I said, everyone's looking for video games and Bose and iPods and all the graphing calculators, and those are great things to look for. You should always be keeping an eye out. But what are the things that someone who's starting off or someone who doesn't have that experience yet, what are they missing? Find those things, because a lot of people are skipping over the food processors that you can part out. I've seen resellers pass by a Cuisinart food processor worth $100 and something to grab a 64 game that's worth 20, and they're going to pay 10, and I'm going to spend 10 on the food processor and make way more money. because I wasn't focused on such a narrow vision of what was there. Same with bows. They want to spend $100 to make 50 on a Bose thing, and there might be more money in, you know, little bed remotes for those electronic blankets or whatever they are, little warming blankets. So what I'm saying is, don't get caught up in just going after the basics that a lot of people learn about when you first start reselling. Take a chance on looking at the oddball stuff that people aren't picking up. There can be money there, and you should be, you know, looking in those categories because it will make you a stronger reseller. So I know it's not really a whole lot to go off of, but the reality is you need to take the time to learn, and don't be afraid to step out of the box. Don't be afraid to spend a little bit for an education. I'm not saying drop $500 on a pallet of junk that you don't know what it is just to get some education. I'm saying if the price is cheap enough where you can afford to lose a little bit of money, potentially, maybe take a shot and see if you can learn something. And don't be afraid to watch people on YouTube who already have some experience, especially ones that push you in your business. Because if you watch someone and you're never learning anything and they're not challenging you, that's great for entertainment. But again, if they're not challenging you, then you're not probably growing as a reseller. I try to watch people that are pushing me in different categories and making me think differently and kind of always reinvent or readapt my business, because you can get kind of caught in the same rut, and we have to keep growing if we're going to be successful. So hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't, well, if you made it this far, thank you just for sticking around. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.